It feels like we are living in a parallel universe. Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin are behaving like long lost brothers. Can you imagine the US siding with Russia at the UN? Well, it just happened, and here's the real shocker. Both countries might cut their defense expenditure by 50%. If this materializes, it could reshape the global military dynamics. But there's a catch. China might not play along in it. In this video, we'll break down Trump's proposal, Putin's reaction, and China's stance on it, and the global spending landscape. Let's get started. Donald Trump recently proposed that US, Russia, and China should cut their military budgets by half. Given that these three nations have the highest defense expenditures, such a move would be a game changer. Surprisingly, Putin welcomed the idea, stating if the US cuts its defense spending by 50%, we will too. That means they'll also reduce their spending by 50%. This statement, made in a televised interview, has sent shockwaves across the global political circles. The biggest question is, could this indicate an upcoming ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine? If Russia is opening to reduce its military budget, it might signal a shift towards peace talks. For the past 3 years, Russia had aggressively increased its defense spending, allocating nearly 9% of its GDP to military needs. This has alarmed NATO and European nations. A potential defense cut would ease global tensions, but can it really happen? China has outright rejected the idea. Their foreign ministry spokesperson stated that China's defense spending is limited and necessary for national security. However, the real concern is China's ambitions. Beijing has been consistently increasing its military budget, second only to the US. Currently, the US spends over 800 billions annually, while China's defense spending budget stands at 236 billions. India, by comparison, allocates only $78 billion, nearly one-third of China's spending. Where do we stand? China's refusal to cut spending makes this proposal highly unlikely to succeed. If China doesn't agree, the US won't either, maintaining the ongoing arms race. Interestingly, Trump also suggested reducing nuclear stockpiles. With the US, Russia, and China possessing the majority of world's nuclear weapons, this could be a significant move towards global security. Currently, Russia holds the largest nuclear arsenal with 4,300 plus warheads, followed by US with 3,700, while China is rapidly expanding its stockpile, aiming to match US levels soon. If these nations agree to cut nuclear weapons, it would globally reshape the powers. However, given political tensions, this remains highly uncertain. In 2024, global defense spending reached an all-time high of $2.4 trillion. Imagine if even a fraction of this budget were allocated to healthcare, infrastructure, or poverty alleviation. How different would the world be? So now the question is, will this proposal work? While Trump and Putin appear aligned, China's rejection makes implementations difficult. If one nation refuses, the others are unlikely to proceed. This means the arms race will continue and global military spending may rise even further. What do you think? Should major powers cut their defense budgets, or is this just a political rhetoric? Let's see who agrees to this proposal and who stays at the disagreement.